Alright, so today we're going to be checking out something from the Volgun, requested by the Doctor. And the SCP in question is SCP-4495, aka a God for Pigs. It's like the title of this thing, it's a self-repairing SCP, so it's kind of similar to SCP-682, but this is going to be the first instance I've seen of something like this. I don't know what to expect out of this. I can tell by the thumbnail alone that this thing looks absolutely creepy. And I expect great things out of the Volgun. So, here we go. A God for Pigs.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and the
This looks like my brother when he wakes up for the first time in the morning.
SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-4495. Object Class: Keter. Threat Level: Yellow. Following the regular implementation of Procedure 610 Sinclair, SCP-4495 has achieved sufficient ectoentropic stability and is no longer considered at risk of instigating an NK-class scenario. Legacy containment procedures are kept on record in the event that 610 Sinclair is no longer viable. Special containment procedures.
Okay.
Relevant personnel are to execute Procedure 610 Sinclair on a daily basis, and maintenance personnel are to inspect SCP-4495's containment chamber on a bi-weekly basis. SCP-4495 is contained inside of a 3-tiered cell, each tier separated by a graded floor. SCP-4495 resides on the top tier, strapped into an alcove in the southern wall. SCP-4495's stomach is positioned at an acute angle with respect to the floor, allowing SCP-4495-1 to immediately fall through the grating upon generation. To prevent the buildup of stuck instances of SCP-4495-1, the grating is to be sprayed hourly by a series of built-in pressure washers. The top tier is to remain refrigerated in the interests of reducing miasma. The middle tier contains a combination grinder and incinerator. Instances of SCP-4495-1 are forced into the machine through a funnel, emerging from the bottom as a temporarily inert paste. This process takes under 10 minutes. The bottom tier contains implements required for Procedure 610 Sinclair. Should Procedure 610 Sinclair become non-viable, SCP-4495-1 paste is to be pressed as thinly as possible, vacuum sealed, and stored in Site-56's provisional storage wing. Relevant personnel are to read Document 4495-610 at the nearest opportunity.
Okay, so they got this thing chained up in a basement. It's wonderful. Nice. Let's see. Keep on going. And apparently, whatever... this is going to get disgusting relatively quickly, I think.
Description: SCP-4495 is the partially decomposed corpse of an unidentified cryptid. Superficially, it resembles a bipedal pig, clad in regal wear, reclining upon a throne. However, closer examination reveals that the throne, figure, and rudiments all constitute a single immobile organism, comprised of keratin, bone, and skin.
Hell no!
SCP-4495's ventral torso has ruptured. Periodic contractions along its abdominal cavity continuously forces instances of SCP-4495-1 outward. Instances of SCP-4495-1 superficially resemble porcine intestines. SCP-4495-1 are animate and behave in a manner roughly analogous to pythons, with the exception of extreme aggression in the presence of animal life.
So essentially this thing spawns angry chitlins. That's wonderful.
While instances of SCP-4495-1 can be damaged normally, they will reform if given enough time. Exposure to high temperatures delays this process, but does not halt it entirely. SCP-4495-1 can only be permanently destroyed through application of Procedure 610 Sinclair.
Okay.
Document 4495-610. Analysis of SCP-4495-1 and details of Procedure 610 Sinclair.
I want to hear about this one.
Analysis of SCP-4495-1. The following is a full-scale analysis of SCP-4495-1, authorized on 26/08/2008 by Director.
That is literally the first time in anything SCP related that I've actually heard a full date, I think. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've heard a full date without it being something in there redacted.
Agatha Drummond, and primarily conducted by Drs. Rivka Yarkoni and Daniel Gums. This study was taken under the following assumptions. Number 1, that SCP-4495 was either related to or intended to resemble a member of the Suidae family of animals. Number 2, that SCP-4495 could be considered alive, dead, or inanimate, but theories which claimed inanimacy must remain exclusive from ones suggesting a biological origin. Number 3, that if SCP-4495 could only be considered alive or dead, SCP-4495-1 was related to or intended to resemble animal intestines. Number 4, that SCP-4495 ran the risk of causing an NK-class Grey Goose scenario if a method of permanently destroying SCP-4495-1 was not developed.
Okay, what is the NK-class Grey Goose scenario? I have not the slightest clue. There's so much stuff I don't know still.
As stated in SCP-4495's description, SCP-4495-1 resemble porcine intestines.
That's disgusting.
However, instances of SCP-4495-1 are variable in shape and size to the extent that, assuming SCP-4495-1 functions as a theoretical living instance of SCP-4495's intestines, SCP-4495 as a species would either have possessed a theoretically infinite number of vestigial digestive systems or a radically variable diet between individuals. SCP-4495-1 was initially subjected to several rounds of chemical testing. Initial reports concluded that SCP-4495-1 was chemically inert. However, as such a conclusion would necessitate the usage of anomalous disposal methods, the Pepper Protocol was invoked and chemical testing was to be continued for a period of 1 week.
Okay.
On 02/09/2008, junior researcher Malcolm Johnson violated quarantine protocols when he vomited on his respective batch of SCP-4495-1. Novel chemical reactions were immediately observed.
I love how that's worded. That is worded outstandingly. Look, you violated the quarantine, man. You puked on it. Good game, noob.
Details of Procedure 610, Sinclair.
I wanted to see this.
1. SCP-4495-1 paste is cleansed of grime through a food-safe cleaning mechanism.
Okay.
Number 2. The resulting paste is then reheated over a period of an hour at 400 degrees Celsius. Number 3. Paste is separated into a series of measured portions depending on the culinary attitudes of the Foundation. Number 4. Portions are to be fitted with fake casing. Number 5. Portions are to be served to Foundation personnel on standard diet plans in lieu of pork. 6. Unsold portions are to be fed to D-Class personnel as part of URA 2677's containment protocols. Number 7. Uneaten portions of SCP-4495-1 are to be filtered out of Site-56's waste disposal system, thoroughly cleansed, and retreated with Procedure 610, Sinclair.
They eat this thing? Oh my god, that's just not right. There's nothing right about this. I don't care how many unlimited pork chops you get.
Extensive experimentation shows that SCP-4495-1 is culinarily similar to common pork.
Don't care.
With superior nutritional benefits and lower levels of cholesterol and saturated fats.
Still don't care.
In addition to its longevity, SCP-4495-1 treated with Procedure 610 Sinclair does not decay.
Still
and
don't
will
care.
remain inanimate for approximately 2 weeks without additional heat treatment. Most importantly, in addition to providing a better ratio of caloric content, consumption of SCP-4495-1 produces virtually no waste matter. A significant portion of SCP-4495-1 is essentially annihilated upon digestion. Mass implementation of Procedure 610 Sinclair is projected to save a significant amount of money on culinary expenses. Disinformation efforts are underway in the form of increased sanitary regulations.
You what? Oh my, no! No! Oh, no, 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 no. They are not eating what's falling out of a rotting pig king's stomach. Tell me they're not doing this.
Well, I think I can speak for all of us here at the Foundation that was absolutely disgusting.
No shit!
But that concludes today's lecture.
Oh my God!
Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye.
Why? Okay, he makes an announcement at the end, I think. No, he just has a very cool logo there. Oh my God, I didn't need to hear that. I didn't need to hear that. I just didn't. Oh, no. This explains so much. Dr. Bright got the bad batch. Dr. Bright got the bad batch of 4495-1 sausage links. Oh my God. Oh, that's disgusting. Why did they... that's just... See, this is what happens when you start worrying about memes. And apparently they worry about memes and they're eating like legit... That's disgusting. Oh. I did not, in any way, shape, or form, anticipate that was coming. I didn't think that was coming at all. It's like, hey, look, there's this thing we have sitting up in a corner over here rotting, and things are going to fall out of his open stomach, and then we're going to eat him up. No. Just no. Full stop. End of discussion. Alright, I clock out at this point. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. All the Volgun's links are going to be in the description down below. Including, okay, so the Volgun has his own site with all of his links on, including, you know, he has a merch store. Kick yourself up some merch from the Volgun. All this other kind of stuff. I can't wait to get myself some stuff to put it up back here. I want to replace all this stuff that doesn't relate to the channel. I want to replace all that and put some stuff up there from people that, you know, have merch stores that sell stuff. I want to pick some stuff up to put it up back here. All that being said, all of my links are going to be in the description down below, including my Patreon and Discord where you can come in and yell at me. I'll catch you guys next time, and I'm going to try to get an appetite back before the live stream I'm doing tonight. That's disgusting.